Akron Police, just come outside. How you doing? Is Martha here?
She's probably at her boyfriend's house.
30 days ago, David Callahan, the 3-year-old man, murdered his girlfriend Martha and buried her body in his backyard. David thought he had gotten away with this horrific crime. Martha was mentally ill, had few friends, and no one expected anyone to find her. Kim, Martha's daughter, is the only one worried about her mother's whereabouts.
If I come up missing or dead, there's no accident. And he has told her before, I'm gonna get your ass and nobody's ever gonna find you.
What's your concern?
That he killed her.
Kim suspected David was involved in her mother's disappearance. But because there was no evidence of a crime, the police didn't believe her.
Would you have been surprised at all if she was laying dead in there?
No.
Or shoved in a tub?
Nothing surprises.
Yeah, that's like a horror movie.
However, in the coming weeks, Kim will do everything in her power. In their search for Martha, they are forced to take action, leading them to one of the most horrifying discoveries of their lives. Early Monday morning, police in Akron received a call from a woman requesting a restraining order against her boyfriend. The caller was Martha Robin Freitag, 53 years old. She was known to officers for a history of schizophrenia and frequent domestic disputes with her boyfriend, David Callahan. Their relationship was unstable, constantly breaking up and then making up, leaving officers unsure whether each new call was a genuine emergency or just another argument. But this time it would be different, because when the officers arrived at the couple's home, they had no idea that a murder was about to happen in just minutes. And this will be the last time Martha is seen alive.
Hi.
What's going on?
Did you call us? Yes, I did.
What's going on?
I'm going to reinstate something I had 14 months ago. Statute of limitation, I think, is 10 years, right? Is it not?
Wait.
10 years? It's 10 years for statute of limitations. They know downtown about it. Some people already know about it.
Okay.
I called 911 that night, but 2 nights before I called 911, and
When Martha spoke, her words were disjointed and incomprehensible to the officers. Her behavior seemed erratic, like another episode of mental disorder or paranoia. But in reality, Martha was hiding a real fear that the officers didn't realize. What they didn't know was that her boyfriend, David, was standing in the house waiting for the officers to drive away, making sure this was the last time she would call them.
he didn't come out and he acted like a madman, right? And then the third night, I called again after it was already from 1 o'clock on, his ex, okay? And then I got a restraining order against him. And then he was, I don't know, what are you doing over there?
I'm talking to you.
Hey, why are you over there like that?
Because I want to be.
Okay. Well, I talked to the guy downtown and talked to him.
Okay.
Although it seemed strange, the officers didn't think highly of this interaction. They left. They assumed Martha was mentally unstable, completely unaware that they had just left her alone with the very man who was about to kill her. A few hours after the police left, David lost control. He was furious that Martha had called the police to report him. He grabbed the wooden axe handle and beat her in a fit of rage. When she fell, he wrapped a rope around her neck and pulled until she stopped moving. After Martha died, David put her body in a plastic bag and waited until nightfall. Then, under the cover of night, he took her outside. Under the cover of darkness, he carried her outside, burned her body, and buried it in a shallow pit behind the house. For David, it was over. A woman with schizophrenia, few friends, and a history of false alarms. No one would come looking for her anymore. What he completely overlooked was that Martha's daughter, Kim, would soon discover him, slowly unraveling the brutal murder of her own mother. Over the next few days, Martha stopped contacting everyone, including her daughter Kim. After days of silence and no sign of her mother, Kim contacted the police, explaining that something terrible had happened to Martha. The officers arranged to meet her at home later that day to check on her mother's health. But when Kim and her husband went to see the officers, it seemed their concerns would be taken to nothing.
Neither is a cousin of ours. She calls all the time. Her brother that she calls all the time. Nobody's heard from her.
She lives here?
Yeah.
Have you been in?
No. I came earlier, knocked, and banged on the door, and she was having a lot of problems with her boyfriend.
Yeah.
At some point, there was some kind of protection order, and I don't know, against him. She's paranoid schizophrenic, so I went around to different hospitals. I went everywhere to see if she was like in a psychiatric unit.
Yeah.
I can't. Everybody says no, she's not here. But I know that there's been a lot going on between her and her boyfriend, and
Okay.
He has made death threats to her. So
That's okay.
he has made threats to her that he was going to make sure nobody ever found her.
Yeah.
According to Kim, Martha's boyfriend David is the most likely suspect in her disappearance. In addition to the death threats, police also knew that David had a long criminal record and was wanted for drug abuse, theft, and trespassing, making him a subject for immediate questioning. But before the officers could hear the rest of Kim's story, a sudden noise from inside the house put them on high alert.
You don't have a key to her place? What was that? Did you hear that?
There's somebody in there.
Yeah, earlier the air conditioner was on. Now it's not.
Akron police!
What the police officer didn't know was that the sound wasn't just his imagination. David was hiding in silence, waiting for the police to leave. But this is when the officers made their first serious mistake. Although Martha was very likely in real danger, they gave Kim the worst advice.
Then what happens with like a missing persons report or whatever?
But she is a grown woman. However, she has these, paranoid schizophrenia issues. If for whatever reason she has gone into this state where she doesn't want anybody to contact her, even family, the hospital is legally not allowed to tell anybody anything, even her kin. I just don't think we're quite at the heightened alert level that we need to force entry or do anything like that yet.
Well, the way that she calls us constantly kind of gives me a sense of foul play.
She calls, I mean, she's always, every day calls her brother.
Always.
When did it stop?
Well, her brother said she stopped about a month ago. My cousin said 2 weeks, but I don't know if
I'm thinking
about a month for everybody.
Because she still called my phone every day, leaving voicemails.
Yeah.
Although the police officer's explanation was truthful, suggesting that the missing person not be reported would prove to be a serious mistake. And before long, Kim will realize she has been inadvertently forced to make a grave mistake. However, the officers have now left the scene, allowing Kim to continue his own investigation. Over the next few days, she repeatedly called Martha and David, but neither answered the phone. Growing increasingly worried, Kim began gathering information on her own. She learned that David had recently been seen at a place where he used to work sporadically, so she contacted the police again, urging them to investigate. Based on Kim's information, a team of police officers was dispatched to investigate. But when they heard about David, her suspicions finally seemed somewhat credible.
How you doing?
Hi.
You guys know David?
Yeah, I guess you got new guy every time.
Probably in his 50s.
What's the girl's name?
Callaghan or something.
Oh.
I think his last Callaghan.
Over there yesterday.
Have you seen Martha or Robin?
Right?
Martha or Robin?
I don't even know those names.
You don't know who those are?
Not that one.
You just saw David move in
Yeah,
over
he said
here.
his girlfriend was in jail or something. But she was.
That dude don't live.
I don't remember.
But he's in like his 50s?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's not the new guy that lives in here. Think what about Yay High? Dave. Balding kind of guy.
He's older. Yeah, probably.
His name. Hey, what is that dude's name, Dan? Your name ain't Dave. What? The guy that was getting on my nerves the other night.
Yeah, his name's David too.
We got a whole bunch of Davids around here.
Yeah.
We could pull up a picture and see if you guys.
Got pictures?
I think we're gonna try to find one.
That's not that Dave.
That's how the David stays here. Does he come around here?
This guy?
Yeah.
He's been around before. He's done work for him and stuff.
But he's not the one who lives here.
I ain't seen him today.
When was the last time you saw him?
I just need to get it out of my car.
I ain't been here.
This week? Last week?
Something like that. Right.
Cool.
Good 3-4 days. I did
3-4 days?
process of moving or something.
He said he saw him 3-4 days ago, maybe.
According to the officers, they had seen David in recent days, meaning he was still in the area. Now, all the police needed to do was find him and ask him where Martha was. Despite this lead, the officers were convinced that Martha would eventually show up on her own, and David was just another name in a family dispute. Unbeknownst to them, this was giving David exactly what he wanted: time. Because the case stalled, he maintained a secretive attitude, only leaving Martha's house at night and taking advantage of the lack of supervision to conceal his tracks and refine his story. In the weeks that followed, an initial minor oversight escalated into a deadly chain of mistakes, derailing the investigation and inadvertently paving the way for the most tragic discovery no one could have imagined. The following week, after numerous calls and pressure from Kim, the police finally agreed to conduct another welfare check. However, this time they made another serious mistake. They sent a pair of new officers unfamiliar with the full context of the case. This is where the failure to file a missing person report cost the police dearly, and David got away with it once again. That's right.
It doesn't, yeah, they didn't add any notes. It just said that they were here. Well, it came in as a missing person.
Okay, that's probably the daughter then.
Yeah, but then it said she checked okay, and there was no report made, so they must have had contact.
Some sort of contact.
If it came in as a missing person, they cleared it without a report number. That means they determined where she was at.
Exactly. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
After knocking several times with no answer, the officers decided to leave the scene, assuming that since no missing person report had been filed, someone must have already contacted Martha. This is precisely why advising Kim against creating the report was such a disastrous mistake. So, with no trace of Martha or David, and the police convinced nothing unusual had happened, the investigation quietly came to a halt. Many days passed without any progress until the case finally reached a deadlock. A week passed, and it seemed Martha would never be found, as the police had completely given up on the possibility of her disappearance. But then something strange began to happen. Kim started receiving text messages from her mother. The messages were brief and disturbing. "I'm busy. I'm with friends. I'm fine." The tone of voice wasn't like her mother's, and the way her mother texted made Kim feel like something was wrong. Kim asked the police to see her again. This time, she demanded they break down the door to check the house. Otherwise, she would do it herself.
I'd like to make an official missing persons here. Because I've talked to so many officers, everybody she knows, her friends, family, none of them has seen her face or talked to her in over a month. Yeah. So I was sending her messages from her mother's phone, say, "This is your daughter. I want to know where you're at." "Oh, I'm at the Kingdom Hall in Kent with friends." I said, "Okay, stay there. I'm coming right now." "Oh, I'm not there. You don't know where I am." "Well, you just said you were there. Where are you?" "Oh, I'm eating now." The way she types is completely different. She says she's angry at the family.
But the issue is we were pounding on the door earlier and no one answered. And we didn't have enough to kick the door in and go look for her.
She owns this property. If I need to break in here with you guys here, and if you think she'll press charges on me, that's fine. I want to know what happened to her. She's not going to press charges on me. That's not the problem.
She has mental illness.
Yes, she does. But she is.
You know she's taking her meds?
No, I don't know. But I do know that she does not do this kind of thing. The last time her mother talked to her, she was walking through this field over here and told my grandmother, "If I come up missing or dead, it is no accident." And she said it to me. This has been said to us several times. And he has told her before, I'm going to get your ass and nobody's ever going to find you.
What's your concern?
That he killed her.
Kim appeared confident that she had solved her mother's disappearance, accusing her lover, David, of both murder and identity forgery. Although the officers remained skeptical of Kim's story, they agreed to break into her house simply to reassure her. But what awaited them inside would only further enrage Kim towards the police, making her doubt whether they were truly on her side.
After police, anybody in here? Come outside!
It's day 1 in this shirt. Day 2 in these pants.
You're not going to get another day out of
Day
it.
3.
It's supposed to be a big black dog that might not be friendly.
You ain't gonna put me back on the call on the phone. I'm gonna generate a new one for that 31.
Sure. Yeah. Good. He didn't hit you already.
Police, anybody in here?
Akron police! Somebody's been here because the bell's taken in. I mean,
Oh, he's been here. The question is what he did to her. Not a single pair of her shoes anywhere around here.
If I were you, I mean, I'm not telling you how to feel, but this would be a relief. You know, she's not here, but it doesn't look like there's any sign of distress or, you know, all of her stuff's not thrown around.
First sign of distress, really, is the fact that there's no Pepsi in that refrigerator.
So that means she hasn't been staying here?
No, she has not been here. I'm telling you, he has done something to her. I know it.
Inside the house, the police found no trace of Martha or her belongings. Something made Kim extremely suspicious. However, the officer reassured her that everything was fine and there were no clear signs of foul play. But as the police left the house, one officer casually mentioned what they really thought had happened to Martha.
Would you have been surprised at all if she's laying dead in there? No. Or shoved in a tub?
Yes, I would have been surprised.
You would have been?
Yeah.
Nothing surprises.
That would have surprised me.
Although the officers briefly considered the worst-case scenario, they didn't truly believe Martha was in danger. Even with Kim's repeated warnings, they remained suspicious. And when Kim wanted to report her missing, the police still thought there was nothing to worry about.
Well, I need to make an official report.
Yeah, that can happen. That's not a problem. But it's going to be very vague.
All right. I don't know what to think about none of her stuff being in that house. Shoes. She always had shoes all over right there with his, too. All right, this is the report, and I can go get a hard copy. And what do? I mean, just keep... If I hear any more texts...
I mean, it's pretty much pointless unless it's pointless talking to him anymore at this point.
I guess this is what happens. But, I mean, but...
Just let us know if you think she's somewhere and we can go check for her, okay?
Okay.
At this point, despair was evident in Kim's voice. The search seemed to have reached a dead end as she watched the officers leave once more, leaving only the instruction, "Call if you have any news." But a few hours later, a small decision changed everything. An officer returned and knocked on the neighbor's door, and it was from there that a crucial piece of the puzzle about David was revealed, confirming all of Kim's suspicions.
Know anything about this house next door?
There's some woman that used to live in there. She asked me a couple of times for some money or some cigarettes. I told her I didn't smoke. Oh, what's going on?
Well, someone sent us out here to check on her, and she's not answering the door. Does she have a car or anything, you know?
I don't think so.
Never seen a car?
She was walking the first time I started cutting the grass.
How you doing? You been living in the garage here?
You want to call it a living?
Where do you sleep at?
Okay.
Do you know who lives here?
Robin Freitag, I think.
When did you see her last?
Oh, about 4 weeks ago.
And you haven't seen her in 4 weeks?
No, last
Have you seen him over there?
Oh, yeah.
Does he drive a car?
No.
Is he home now?
I have no idea.
Okay.
The neighbor's testimony finally confirmed what Kim had suspected all along. David hadn't disappeared. He was still regularly coming and going from the house while the police and Kim tried to contact him. With that information, the police began coordinating surveillance around the area, assigning patrol units to quietly monitor the neighborhood and wait for David to reappear. 2 days later, the final opportunity arose when officers spotted a car parked next to the house. It was the first sign of activity in days. They approached cautiously, hoping to finally contact Martha and alleviate Kim's anxiety. However, the person they were about to find was the very suspect they had unknowingly been helping all along.
Akron police, just come outside. How you doing? Is Martha here?
She's probably at her boyfriend's house.
What's your name, bud?
David.
David Callahan? All right, come on down here for me. Just have a seat if you would. Why do you think she's at her boyfriend's house?
Oh, that's where she stays most of the time.
Where's that at?
I don't know. I don't even know who it is, really. I mean,
Are you the only one here?
me and the dog, yeah.
You and the dog?
I mean, she's here maybe a couple times a week anymore. I mean, we've actually been split up for a year. We've been in separate bedrooms for the last year.
Let me get your social real quick.
She's schizophrenic. She's been on and off her medication. I don't know how many times. You know what I mean? Everything's top secret. I guess her and her daughter's fighting again.
604 to computer. Well, that's part of the reason we're out here, because no one in her family's talked to her since July.
She's texted her.
No, she hasn't.
Times. If she has another phone besides that, it's nice.
Who are you getting text from?
Huh?
Who are you getting text from?
Her? She has a. I mean, I see her very randomly here. You know, the house is in her name. We got the house 8 years ago.
Right.
I mean, I'm making arrangements to move on slow but sure. I just don't have the money.
Right.
I mean, I'm trying to. Like I said, I know she's seeing somebody else. I've dated.
What's his name?
I don't even know. I've never met him.
Where does he live at?
I don't know. I have no idea.
What, does he live in Akron?
I don't think so.
You would think so, but you don't know.
No, I don't.
Is she in Ohio?
Yeah, as far as I know, yes.
When's the last time you talked to her?
I don't know, probably 5-6 days ago, maybe.
And where was that at?
It was here.
She stopped up
here.
here?
To see her in passing, I was leaving.
Yeah. What's her name? Martha or Robin?
Yeah, she goes. Her first name's Robin. She goes by Martha.
Right.
Freitag. That's
Did you get your warrants taken care of?
No, I need to get down there and take care of them. I got a couple misdemeanor warrants.
Through Akron? Yeah. All right, well, we're going to help you out with that today. If you still have those warrants, we'll send you down to court and you can get them taken care of today. That'll work out. Sounds like you want to get them taken care of, and we're here to help you take care of them.
I'm supposed to work today.
Even though David was arrested on unrelated charges, Robin's family refused to accept silence. They believed the truth was not buried and they were determined to find it.
So you have no idea what this boyfriend's name is?
No.
You have no idea where he lives?
No, I've never met him.
Does she get Social Security?
Yeah.
Who's cashing her checks?
She handles her own.
Okay, well, who's cashing her checks?
Her signal 37 not verified, 166 North.
So you don't cash her checks?
District 1.
You don't cash her Social Security checks?
No, she doesn't get an accident check.
What'd she get?
Pretty sure it's like mom.
You have access to her accounts? You haven't been using her accounts, have you?
She pays the house note, which is it's only $250. I pay the utilities, and we split taxes when they come in. Because my sister just put it in her name.
You just told him that you split utilities.
Well, basically, it depends on how much utilities are, whatever happens.
So if she hasn't been here, how is she giving you half the money?
For the signal 37, 2 females on scene.
She's here randomly
no
a couple
pass
times a
code.
week. I mean, she's
District
staying
1.
for whoever he is. You know, I don't. It's not an issue with us. Like I said, we've been in separate bedrooms for the last year. You know, just
8:15.
we've been together for 15, 16 years now. Sort of had problems last year. Just trying to be adult about it, you know, and split.
So she decided to move out, but she's...
No, she's not moved out.
When's the last time she lived here?
She still lives here.
When was the last time she stayed here?
I don't know. I want to say 5 or 6 days ago. But I've seen her one time. What's today? Friday? It was Monday or Tuesday.
Whose truck is this?
It's my buddy's truck.
The police decided to arrest David based on pending warrants unrelated to the case. However, unusual developments prevented the case from being closed. The detention did not provide answers, but only left many unexplained gaps. Investigators continued to face a prolonged deadlock. On September 13th, an unusual signal appeared. Robin's cousin received an anonymous text message. No name, no callback number. Just a short sentence, but enough to send chills down the reader's spine. The sender claimed to have heard David say that if he needed to dispose of the body, he would bury it in the fire pit in the backyard. That information was too specific to ignore. No waiting for the police. No hesitation. His cousin immediately went to Robin's house. They both stepped out into the backyard, a place no one had ever thought of before. They began digging the plot of land mentioned in the message, and it was there that a horrifying discovery emerged. Number a discovery that completely changed the course of the investigation. Number and pushed the case into a darker chapter than anyone could have imagined.
Gentlemen? You tell me.
Well, here's the deal. Highly suspicious. Seems like a body part. But we didn't want to dig it out anymore till you guys got here.
Yeah.
41.
But I think you know, all of us would want it dug out a little bit more before you guys can say.
41, you copy.
Yeah, well, let's check. Was it dug out when you guys got here?
That guy.
What made him, did he say what made him start digging?
Yeah, he gave the whole story to the other officer and us. But he's a friend of hers. She's family. Okay.
This one that's walking here?
Walking there. Yeah. And she got an anonymous text saying if this guy who you guys have arrested recently, okay, that if you wanted to get rid of somebody, who would bury it back here by the fence.
Oh.
So she came back and saw this loose dirt instead of ash.
And they say
that guy to come over and help her.
They say this gentleman is already arrested.
Yeah, that's what both of those two people are telling.
Police soon confirmed that the body found in the fire pit was that of Martha Robin Freitag.
Can you tell if it's her?
Not now. No. I don't even think they don't even have the person back there that's going to be digging it up yet. So right now it's a time game, and we gotta wait and see. Just play the waiting game.
David was detained on unrelated charges, but investigators wasted no time. He was taken to the interrogation room for questioning, where detectives sought to uncover his involvement in the tragic death of Martha Robin.
My name's Hanlon. His name's Marks. We got our bosses are mad at us about not making any progress on this missing person report. So I know you talked to Sergeant Ross a little bit. There's water for you. We want
Actually, freezing.
I'm sorry?
Freezing.
You're freezing?
I have severe rheumatoid arthritis. Any bit of coldness, I've been back in the cell. I don't know how long. It's cold. That's why I'm shivering.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, we can't do anything. We don't adjust the heat. That's done by.
It should be warmer down here than it is up there, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you drink tea? Does that help? No. Well, I got your water. I'm sorry you're cold. I can't do much about that. This is a miserable ass building, to be honest with you. It's either hot or cold or somewhere in between. So, what day did you get? Well, what day did you get booked?
I'd say the 7th or 8th.
7th? Okay. What, it's just some chicken shit misdemeanor warrant or something?
Yeah, I was supposed to do 30 days house arrest a while back for driving. I didn't do it.
They don't like it when you don't do their house arrest.
Right.
Them judges, man, they get black road disease.
Now, Robin, the one that's missing, she had a restraining order on me. Well, she put one on during that process, and I couldn't do it there, and I was basically homeless.
Oh, okay.
And I just made some poor decisions.
Well, we all do.
How to go about it. So.
Well, again, we just want to get some background information on this. I think Sergeant Ross talked to you once. Like I said, our bosses are kind of like, are you guys making any progress on this? Have you done anything in that? And so we saw Sergeant Ross's notes, and then I saw that you were in the county. Well, I think he found that, but anyway. So we're just trying to make some headway on it. And since you're in orange, I'm going to read your rights to you, just because you're obviously chained up and not really free to go since you're serving on your contempt over there on your driving or whatever. So, did you graduate high school?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. You read and write okay? Do you have any sort of disabilities or anything?
I mean, I'm physically disabled through Social Security.
Okay, what's your physical disability?
I mean, it's a laundry list of
Oh,
things.
well, never mind. But you understand this. You understand me, right?
Right.
Okay. So, Robin, were you guys like boyfriend, girlfriend?
Yeah, we've been together since 2002.
Okay, a long time.
I mean, we planned on getting married 2 years ago, and just started arguing over little stuff. She's schizophrenic.
Okay.
You know, she goes on and off her medication. It's like one of them things. I don't know if we've ever dealt with schizophrenics.
Well, through work.
You know, once they get something set in their mind, that's how it is. You know, I would have to leave numerous times, you know, just to diffuse the situation.
She was diagnosed and had a doctor and everything?
Yeah, she was on disability long before I ever met her.
Oh, okay.
2002.
Did she go to like CSS or anything, or?
Not as much as she probably should.
Okay.
I know she was years ago. Now I think it's every few months.
So when was the last time you actually talked to her?
Just the beginning of last month.
August?
I want to say,
Beginning of August, do you think?
3rd or 4th.
Do you remember where that was?
I was at the house.
So,
I mean, she told me she was going to Florida for a couple weeks. I wasn't home. I mean, she called me. I was working that day. I mean, I worked very limited, maybe a couple days a month.
What kind of work do you do?
I help a plumber.
Okay.
The plumbers, like I said. So
I wish I could do plumbing.
Couple days a month.
So you talked to her on the phone August 3rd or 4th. So I didn't see, she had a restraining order against you? A TPO or a CPO?
Temporary.
TPO?
But it lasted like 6 months, I think.
Did you get arrested? Because you...
No, here's the thing.
Yeah,
I mean, she's called the cops on me a half a dozen times, and I've never raised a hand to her. She's never had a scratch on her. Any report you would read would tell you the same thing. You know, she gets mad and I leave. She thinks I'm out humping everything with a pulse out there that's female. You know, that's just why she originally got mad at me. You know, she just wanted to argue all the time. I just felt, leaving for a day or two at a time, would just calm everything down, and it normally did. I mean, we've always worked things out. I don't understand why she's not back around. I really don't. You know, they said she didn't go to Florida. I'm sick.
Who said that?
Her daughter. Because I've talked to her daughter twice.
Well, I was trying, okay. Yeah, and that's fine. I was just kind of thinking chronologically. I guess that's a byproduct of police work. So back to August 3rd or 4th, you talked to her on the phone. Were you staying there then, or no?
Yeah.
Okay, you were. You said she had this order about it.
Just to be honest,
Please
I was still staying there through some of the restraining order because I have nowhere to go. I have no family.
Sure, I understand. But if you didn't get arrested for domestic violence or something, I don't know that you really had an order against you.
Yeah, I know I did. Because I went to court for it.
Okay.
I can't remember which. It was next to the common police thing. They couldn't serve me the papers because they didn't have an address.
Okay. So it was probably a CPO. Because that's a common police thing, but you wouldn't know the difference between that.
No, I've never dealt with anything like that.
So when you talked to her the 3rd or 4th, she told you she was going to Florida?
Yeah, she said her dad, he's supposedly been dying for the last couple years.
Do you know his name?
Robert.
And that was the last time you ever talked to her. She said she was going to Florida.
No, well, a couple weeks later, she was back at the house once.
Okay.
I know she was dating somebody else. Who it was, I have no idea. Somebody picked her up a couple different times. That's what I told the other detective I talked to 2 days ago. Who it is, I have no idea.
Okay. She was back at the house. Staying there? It's her house, right? It's your house together.
Yeah, we've had the house for about 8 or 9 years. My sister finances the house.
Your sister's the owner?
Yeah,
Is that what you said?
legally, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we had a separate contract with her, after so many years.
So,
I mean, the agreement was it was going to be put in Robin's name.
Okay. Then a couple weeks later, you said she was back at the house, but did she stay there? Or you just...
I seen her a day or two periodically. I mean, I can't even give you any dates really, because it.
But if she was back from Florida, it seemed to me that she would be staying. I mean, she doesn't have any place, like you said, you don't have any place to go. She don't have any place to go, right? Wouldn't she be?
Apparently she does. Like I said, I know she was dating somebody else. I mean, it was a given. We just felt it was that time, date other people, see how it works out. I mean, we've had problems over the years. Like I said, we've been together since 2002.
Sure.
Everybody has a problem.
Yeah, everyone's got problems. That's for damn sure. So then, I guess your theory is, Dave, that she's staying with whoever she's dating, this new person, not at the house. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I believe she's relapsed on, back to smoke crack again. I found paraphernalia at the house. I'm noticing I smoke a little weed once in a while.
Yeah.
I mean, we both did the crack thing, but we gave it up 6 years ago.
I think probably every other person in America smokes weed. I think maybe I should start when I retire.
Especially if you got arthritis and everything.
That's what my pain management doctor told me.
Sure.
Because after they got stricter on all that, I couldn't.
So you said you had talked to her daughter a couple of times?
Yeah.
Amy, right?
Kim.
I'm sorry, Kim. I don't suppose you guys get along too well, probably.
No, we never did. Robin being schizophrenic.
Right. So it did sound like her and Kim had some problems too.
Absolutely. I mean, they would go months on end without speaking to each other. It was at one point, Robin didn't even have a phone number to talk to her mom and dad or her for periods of time.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely true. I sensed they had some hard times now and then, and it sounded like she communicated with her a lot through her Facebook Messenger.
She was taken away as a child. When, I don't know how old Kim was. I wasn't with Robin.
Sure.
She never let Robin forget that or forgive her for it. You know what I mean? It was one of them just hateful type relationships.
Sure.
Every time she come around is when Robin offered her.
Mm-hmm. But I thought you said, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, that she had told you that Robin was back from Florida?
No, I knew.
Oh, go ahead.
I assumed she was back.
Okay.
Because it was a 2-week period I didn't hear from her.
Okay.
Through, it would have been August.
Okay. But then you did hear from her, Robin.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been spending much time at the house. Just,
Do you remember her cell phone number, Robin? And how about yours?
Mine's in the property of the county right now.
What's your number? Do you have the same contract or service, you two? Or is it separate?
No, hers is, I guess, what they call it, a bomb phone.
Sure, government phone.
Safe link.
Safe link, some bullshit.
I'm not sure.
How about yours?
I got mine through Walmart.
Okay.
I buy a phone card every month. When I can afford it.
It's not a bad way to go, really. So do you remember communicating with Robin via phone or text after she would have ostensibly been back from Florida?
I've seen her at the house once or twice.
Okay.
She did some laundry. Like I said, I was just here last couple months just trying to keep the days, actually. I haven't spent much time there.
Okay. Has anyone else told you about seeing her or anything about her activities or where else she might have been or anything?
No. Well, I wasn't aware there was any kind of problem, until.
Right. Well, yeah, I mean, it's the family involved. I mean, they're the ones.
Especially communicating with her family, because Kim said we haven't heard from her in a month. And I didn't think too much about it, because, I mean, they've gone months, 6 months, talking to her, so I really didn't think a whole lot about it. I mean, like I said, at one time, she didn't even have phone numbers for anybody in the family.
Yeah,
That's just how they've treated her. So
yeah. It's how, like I said, well, I think Kim said they mostly communicated through Facebook Messenger.
Yeah, when Kim needs something or she needs some money, because at the end of the day, she's an addict as well as anybody you ever meet.
Did you have a dog?
Yeah.
Yeah,
we got him from the rescue shelter.
Did you send someone by the house to get the dog or something?
Yeah.
We were out there. Some neighbor mentioned something about somebody getting a dog. I didn't know if it was you or if it was because you were.
Yeah. I sent somebody to get the dog. Because I didn't think the judge was going to slam me like that. I mean, she didn't even give me a chance to explain.
Who was it, your judge?
I can't even remember her name now.
Sorry. No. I ain't mad at you, man. Was dark hair or light hair?
I want to say dark hair.
Michael?
Michaels?
Yeah, Michael. Well, people say it Michaels, but there's no S. It's Michael.
I think maybe that's
glasses, kind of skinny.
Yeah. That's like, I'm guilty of not doing it. Can I explain it? She's like, no, we're done. Slams the folder shut. 30 days.
Sounds like her.
Gets up and walks out.
It sounds like her.
I've been in the county since.
Robin's Facebook page is just her name, right? You know how the Facebook works. Are you on Facebook?
Barely. I mean,
okay.
They call smartphones.
Sure.
I don't feel too smart when I'm trying to, get on it. I mean, I got my own little thing on there. I know she does.
Okay.
It took me forever just to figure it out.
Sure.
I mean, I just got my first smartphone less than a year ago. Actually. So I was just saying I never had really no use for it.
Right.
As long as I could make and receive calls, that was fine.
But you vaguely know how to post something. Believe me, I'm no Facebook expert either. Man. My wife's on there all goddamn day. But nothing else, anyone has said anything to you or anything like that?
No,
or nothing?
like I said, I didn't even think there was any inkling of a problem or anything. Even after I talked to Kim, she said, because the last time I had seen Robin that day, the day I seen Kim was on, I want to say the 3rd or the 4th. She told me she had a doctor's appointment. That was it. I haven't talked to her or Kim since. I've been in here for a week or so. I don't know. I lose track of time in there.
9/7.
Week. What is today?
14th. Yeah. It's been a week. So.
I mean, tomorrow's her birthday.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I couldn't remember the other detective's name. He gave me his card.
Ross.
I lost his card.
Sure.
I did my paperwork to do community service when I got out of this little mess because they switched me from cell to cell to cell. And
sure.
I have no information at all on anything.
Tomorrow's your birthday. You're
I can't
right.
think of who she'd be staying with. I mean, she told me she was dating somebody else. I didn't think it was anything serious.
So you guys have been together 16 years.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Never had a kid yourself, though.
Like I said, we've had arguments and little spats.
Well,
we've always
you've been together 16 years. You're gonna have an argument about something.
I don't know. I don't understand what's going on now. I really don't.
Right. No,
I know when they get mad at each other, that's one hard-headed family.
Right.
As far as communicating. But,
well,
you know, when my mom passed last year, you know, I have no family.
Sure.
I don't.
Yeah, 16 years is a long time, no doubt. No other word on the street or nothing that was odd, huh, Dave?
No.
I mean, did she have a beef with anybody, or did she ever tell you that she had it out, somebody was mad at her, or anything like that? Did she owe anybody money or anything? Or, I mean,
she could possibly have maybe owed Buddy for dope or something. Like I said, I found a crack pipe, you know, in the house, blue, because we both quit doing it 6-7 years ago. You know, we was both bad on it.
you ever talk to your neighbor next door, the burned down house guy, whatever his name is?
Warner. I call him Weirsley because that's one creepy guy.
Yeah, but he has like a fucking PhD or something, doesn't he? He has like
that whole
situation. He's too smart he can't function, I guess. Huh?
I don't know, just the way that whole fire and everything happened. I mean, I tried to get in there and save his mom, and he just stood there and basically did nothing. I mean, I practically got killed. I mean, the fire pressure blew me out the side door. You can see the house. There's not even steps on the side door. I ended up getting another hernia over the whole deal. You know what I mean?
Well, good. Thank you for trying. I mean, that was a decent, super decent thing of you to try to do. Yeah, that house is in bad shape. I guess they're going to tear it down or something.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm really not a cop caller, but I mean, I've sent police over there probably half a dozen times doing welfare checks. And, you know, her name was Trudy. She was our neighbor for 8 years. You know, I couldn't get in the house to get to her. I mean, basically, I listened to her screaming my name for help. You know, she burned up.
Oh, that's terrible.
And, it's still messing. I mean, I don't really know what to say about Rama. She's got her boyfriend. I don't know.
So your sister, her sister, your sister's owner, her sister, house.
Now, a couple months ago, it was supposed to have been switched into Robin's name, which I believe it was. Well, I mean, because she was worried. She wanted her grandson to have the house, so I was going to fight her on it. And I was like, no, I have nobody to leave it to.
I guess where I was going with that was, do you guys pay rent?
She still makes a house payment too.
But do you pay her, or does Robin pay? Do you guys pay rent?
Robin pays the actual payment to my sister because me and my sister pay him don't speak.
Oh, okay.
You know,
right. So Robin pays the bill. How does she do that? Do you know?
I want to say probably money order.
Money order?
Because I don't think she has a checking account.
And what's your sister's name again? I'm sorry, the one that
Pam.
You guys don't get along.
Well, you know,
it's just
her and my other sisters.
I don't really like my sister.
I mean, they just verbally and emotionally treated my mom horribly over the years. It's one of those things that is unacceptable. And I mean, I quit working and dropped everything I had and moved in to take care of my mom. Until she passed.
So, do you know if the rent got paid in September for the house or August?
I believe it did, because if not, you know, somebody had been over there beating on the door.
Okay. Well, I mean, she would do that. Your sister.
Yeah, absolutely.
She didn't get her money.
She has my number. Not that she's called it lately.
Okay.
You know, because after I didn't go pay it. I paid the utilities, and it just kind of worked out pretty much, you know, half and half like that. Sometimes it'd be a little more on my part, or a little more on her part. We never really, never dive each other like that.
So. You said something about you had been together since 2002. Have you ever met her parents before?
Yeah, I've done work on their house.
You know where they live?
if I was to have to drive over there again, I mean, it's been probably 4 or 5 years since I've been over there. It's on Issaquah Street in Carter Falls. It's on the Northmoreland right there.
Okay. Do they have a second home?
Yeah, they've lived in Florida for, I don't know, I want to say the same amount of time, at least 4 or 5 years.
Okay. So they got a house out in Florida too?
Yeah, her daughter Kim stays in the house that they've had up here. To my understanding, she still does. I never really got along too well with Kim.
Okay. With Robin, I haven't seen her. Have you just been staying at the Krause house the whole time since August?
Pretty much, yeah.
Pretty much. Have you stayed anywhere else?
No, not really.
Okay. So, well, every night you stayed there?
I wouldn't say exactly every night, but for the most part.
Well, you got the dog to take care of.
Yeah.
You can't leave a dog for a dog can't feed itself, can't cook itself.
No, he's a lab grade D. He's 140 pounds.
Oh gosh.
He practically eats us out of house and home anyway.
Yeah.
I just, they said she didn't go to Florida. I don't know.
Does anybody else stay with you guys? Have you had anybody
Years
stay with
and
you?
years ago, we used to help people out, but lately, no.
A lot of problem, a lot of hassle.
Yeah, it just ends up ruining friendships. Not the last couple of years we haven't had it.
So nobody else has access to the house, or?
No. I told Randy where my spare key was to get the dog. And like I said, that was the day I got booked into jail. I was like, can you go, please go over and take care of my dog? Because, at that point, is she going to be back today, next week? I don't know. That's why I sent him over there to take care of the dog. I don't know if he took him to his house or he's going over there every day to.
Well, we knocked on the door. We didn't hear any barking.
No, he won't bark.
Oh, okay.
No, he's pitiful lost dog. Bark's the last thing he'll probably do.
So nobody else stayed with you there. Your buddy Randy came and got the dog. You guys got your cell phones. Is there a house number that we could get a hold of you guys if do you guys have a house phone?
She got one and then she had it shut off.
Okay, when was that?
Cable. That was, I want to say 3 months ago. I have no clue what the number is. What it was, I never even called it. It was only on for a couple of weeks. I don't even know why she got it to begin with.
House phone for
I think it was part of the cable deal. To get cable TV.
Get a
Bundle. The bundle to get you.
bullshit.
Yeah, we had.
You guys still have cable?
No, it's shut off.
Cable's too expensive.
Yeah, it's $100 a month. That's why I told her. I was like, I don't even know why you're getting it, because I got an antenna through my brother at Home Depot. I get 30-some channels for free, which is fine with me. I don't even know why she did it.
I'm sure you grew up just antenna TV anyway.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm 52. Cable's the biggest scam.
3, 5, and 8, right?
Yeah, 1943. I'm happy.
Yeah. Especially got all that MeTV crap on it. I don't want to, kind of crap watch on antenna.
No, this really isn't like her. I mean, if I was home, I think maybe I might have heard from her by now.
What's the longest time you guys been separated?
Not more than a couple weeks.
More than a couple weeks.
Like I said, I ain't gonna let you do that restraining order thing. I was staying there off of it.
Yeah.
I tried to rent a room off my buddy down there on Matthews, but that situation down there is just horrible. They ain't nothing but a bunch of junkies. I don't want to be around that. So I back and forth, parents in the house.
Have you ever had to make the payment to the house?
I've always contributed.
Well, I mean, have you, like, because one of the times that she was gone, or you guys were separated, or...
No, Rob was always physically taking it over there, or they came and got it. Normally, well, Pam was her payee, is what you call it. Would take care of her money up until probably 6-8 months ago, maybe longer than that. No longer than a year. I said I'm not good with dates, but it's been less than a year. She's been handling her own money.
She's been handling her own money.
Yeah, and usually, well, Pam got in a bad accident. I don't know how she's doing now. She was in a wheelchair for a while. Her daughters might need stuff, you can come get it. Or Rob just take it over to her house. As far as
So you've never had to take the money out to go get the check and take it over yourself?
They told, after my mom passed, I proceeded to call both sisters and told them exactly how I thought, what I thought about them. It's just, you don't treat elderly people the way they did, especially parents. You know what I mean? And the only reason I bit my tongue over the years was because of my mom, to keep the peace.
There wasn't any reason to keep the peace after that.
Well, when she got real sick, somebody from the family had to move in to take care of her, and nobody was willing or had the time or wanted to do it with me. I basically moved in with her over there at Presser Towers for the last 3 months. She died.
David is expressing years of pent-up resentment towards his sisters. He says they only show up when they need money or privileges, and have never truly cared for or taken responsibility for their elderly mothers.
Dave, let me ask you a question. And I appreciate your honesty. You've been very cool with us and cooperative and everything. Are you a heartless bastard? A heartless, cold bastard? No. Okay. So you wouldn't want people to think that about you, right? So you're just a heartless, cold bastard, right? Okay. There's some pieces missing to your story, Dave. And this, why we had you write this out, is the key. So, because that's your handwriting. And that's just that you just wrote your sister's name to it. The problem, Dave. The problem is this is August. And as you know, that is your girlfriend, the love of your life, Robin's handwriting.
I said August. That was last month.
That is September, where you paid the rent. So we can keep up this farce that Robin is still around. Correct?
Okay, I've done this. I've done this numerous times.
Okay. Well, you told me earlier you'd never done it.
So
you've never asked me if I've gotten a money order for her.
He did ask you this.
I did ask you if you ever made the payment. Yeah.
So Dave,
I did make the payment.
Here's
I went
the
and got
question.
the money order and gave it back to her.
Here's the question.
Here's the you were saying you didn't even know how much it was.
Here's the question.
You were saying you didn't even know how much it cost.
You did say.
Before
Are you a
listening,
heartless, no good bastard? Are you a heartless,
you never asked me
no
if I
good
went and did
bastard?
that.
He did ask you.
If I made the payment to my sister, I never made the payment to my sister. I walked down to Speedway and got this for Robin. I've done it for her numerous times.
That's not what happened.
Okay?
You paid it, so we keep up this mirage that Robin is still around. And the answer is, do you want to be a heartless bastard? Or do you want some clothes? You want to be able to claw on with your lives?
I'm telling you what I did.
Tell us what you did.
You're not telling us what you did.
Tell us what you really did.
That's what I did. Because for whatever reason, she didn't like walking down there or whatever from time to time. And I walked down there and got the money order at Speedway. Okay, they're from Speedway. I know where it's from.
Dave, that is complete bullshit, dude.
No. Okay.
That is complete bullshit. You said you had never done that. You did that to keep
I
up
never
the
made
farce
the
that
payment to
Robin
my
is
sister.
still alive.
I never made the payment to my sister.
You did. That's your handwriting.
Okay, I filled it out for her. So what? Okay, I filled it out.
Because it's just another loop in the story that doesn't count, Dave. Why don't you tell us the truth about what happened to Robin?
I told you everything I know.
Between you and Robin, Robin can go up to heaven and be left alone, and you can get it off of your heart and soul. I'm trying to see if you have a heart and soul.
I told you everything I know, and I've done this more than one. I've done this more than 1 or 2 times.
You didn't tell us.
Throughout the 8 years we've been making the payments to her.
Tell us the part about destroying her phone, being on her phone, pretending that you're her.
Oh God!
Tell us about that.
I don't have her phone.
Where's her phone?
I never did. I don't know.
You know where her phone is.
No, I don't.
You put it. We found it where you put it. Why don't you just tell us the truth of what happened? You'll feel better.
Did you guys share a
feel
bedroom?
better.
I don't have.
Did you guys share a bedroom?
At one time, yeah.
Which bedroom?
Front bedroom.
What color are your bed sheets?
I think they're black.
What color are your pillowcases?
Brown. They don't match. I've gone down there numerous times. Not every time. Just depends on how she feels.
I think you'd really feel better, Dave, if you told the truth. You let it go. I've sat in this room. He sat in this room. We talked to people. And it's like, because otherwise, people who would look at this event and say that you, Dave, are a heartless, no good bastard who put the love of your life in the ground. And that has to be an evil, bad person who has to go away for every last day of their life. Every last day. So, Dave, are you that person? Or are you the person that has struggled with someone who's, as you said, for 16 years you love her, but she's schizophrenic and she goes here and she goes there? Because there's no reasonable person, Dave, in the world that wouldn't believe that you harmed Robin. We all know that, 3 of us sitting in this room. You should just get it off your chest, man.
I've told you everything I know.
Well, you haven't told us
Was it the
everything.
heat of the moment?
Yeah.
Did you plan it out?
I can't plan anything out.
So it was the heat of the moment then.
I have nothing else to say. I told you everything I know. I'm not.
When's the last time you had a fire in the backyard? A month or so?
No, maybe not that long.
Maybe not that long. A week ago, 2 weeks ago? Middle of August, late August?
No, we have it back there all the time.
Who's we?
Me and Ron, usually.
When's the last time you had a fire back there?
Less than a month, Ron.
Less than a month. You've been staying. There's no way around this.
No, we're gonna get there on the loop.
You've been staying there.
Well, you've been staying there, and you had to put up this charade that Robin was still around when she wasn't, because she was in the hole that you put her in. Now, again, you're either a heartless, cold-blooded son of a bitch, or whatever. Something spun out of control, and you're like, well, what do I do now? Which is what most people say after they do something horrible like that.
Get scared. You got to do something.
And you have to reckon with the fact that the person you loved for 16 years more than anything in the world is gone.
Was it natural? You were just afraid that someone would think you did something. You had to do something to with it. Or you're just doing it so you can spend her money because times are hard. You have to have one income now. Nobody's going to believe you.
It's true. I hadn't thought about that. When you pretend to keep up the charade that someone's still alive by using her phone and you get rid of
Today's
the
the
phone.
day to tell your true story.
It is the day to tell the true story. And whether you're a heartless bastard who needs put away for every day of the rest of their lives, or if it's something that's spun out of control and then you're like, well, I can't call the police. What do I say? What do I do? I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. But I know that the person I love more than anything in the world is gone. So,
you're used to having two incomes and you can't live with one income, and maybe it was a heart attack and you had to do something, and you're just, and people, the guy in Barberton just did that and his mom.
I just got my disability a year or so ago. I mean, we've struggled with way less than that.
Okay, so it's not the money thing.
I have nothing else to say.
Well, you didn't tell us everything,
No, you didn't tell us how and why you killed her. Again, was it an argument? It was heat of the moment, passion, and then you're like, well, what do we do? Or you're a heartless bastard who killed the woman you claim you love more than anything in the world.
Defend yourself.
Right.
You said she's schizophrenic. You said you never put your hands on her before. Did she ever put her hands on you? No. She has her daughter. She has her grandson. She has her...
Tomorrow is her birthday.
Tomorrow is her birthday. For them to sit there and reflect.
Yes.
On the things that they had to see. The things they had to do.
That you just...
The agony they've been going through for the last month.
Heartlessly killed the woman you love more than anything in the world. It's mind-boggling to think about it.
Something that you said you were going to do.
Yeah. If you said you were going to kill anybody, bury him in the fire pit. I mean, it seems kind of convenient. I never told anybody.
You never told anybody that?
Dave, we're not stupid, dude. You think we're going to make that up? I'm not making anything up. You think I made this up? We know everything. We know the answers to the questions we ask, man. I'm trying to get you to say that you're not an evil, no good bastard, and that there were some extenuating circumstances that you killed the woman you love, pretended that she was alive for over a month. I mean, because if you just look at it,
fires on top of her.
If you just look, if you look at it, you're like, that has to be a heartless, cold bastard that wrapped this woman up like that. Put her in this fire pit. So,
went on with your life, had bonfires.
Tomorrow was her birthday.
Tomorrow's her birthday.
Might be time to let that go.
Her
I think
grandson.
everyone will feel better.
Her daughter. Whether they're estranged or not, this has got to be tough. You only have one mom. Especially if you never forgave her. She never has a chance to forgive her now.
It's true.
Her parents. How old were her parents? Old. They both have heart problems. Nothing. Wondering why. Give us the answer so we can try to take away ease some of their pain.
I think you feel better yourself, really. I know it sounds goofy, but I'm telling you, I've talked to a lot of people. They're like, oh.
It's a huge relief.
Or you're a no good, heartless bastard. I mean, there's the two options, I guess. It's kind of weird. But, I guess how you want to be seen is up to you, Dave.
That's how you want to be portrayed.
Yeah, really. Remember. Plus, then you have to look at, again, people are going to look at you and say, well, what should we do with Dave?
6 to 9 months down the road.
Heartless bastard, is you locked up for every last breathed breath of his life? Or there was some extenuating part of the circumstance. And you live with a woman who's psych problems and everything else. You know, but I don't think any reasonable person who saw how Robin ended up is going to want to give you the benefit of the doubt without knowing how and why. Because that's a shitty lot in life to end up like that. And I think you can agree with that.
And you will be silenced after today. No matter what you want to say. Today is the day.
Today's the day for what?
Your story to come out.
And really let it go. Feel better. Get it off your chest. About the truth of what you could do to the woman you love so much. birthday. I didn't realize that until you said it.
Had to been on your mind, you know.
You know what you did. Heartless bastard. Killed the woman he loved. Either further prove that Dave is a heart bastard or there's some other part of the story.
If Robin was here, what would you say to her?
I'm not gonna say.
What would you say to Robin? How old are you, David?
52.
Got a lot of years left.
Yeah, I adopted him.
How old was your mom?
87.
87. How old was your dad?
62.
How we doing in here?
You get picture.
A picture of?
Something that you can print out.
Of today? Sure.
Email it to Schmiegel maybe and have him print it.
Yeah, I got it right now. Yeah. I'll do that right now. That was the thing that Bowen was working on. I took it upstairs. That's what I did.
Alright.
Hey, Aaron. Hey.
I'm not going to show it to him.
No, he said alright.
Do you want to see a picture, Dave?
No, I don't need to see.
You know what you did.
Alright. Go ahead, David.
You want me to go ahead? I need a cigarette.
Tell us what you're going to tell us, and then you can have a cigarette.
I'll give you a cigarette.
Okay, well, you're going to tell us what you're going to tell us, then I'll give you a cigarette. I'll give you two. But
We'll see you downstairs, and I'll let you.
Go ahead, get it off your chest, Dave. You'll feel better. Swear to God.
I ain't trying to be funny. I don't even want to snap these back on, but I'm loosening back off again.
Okay, so what do you want, Dave? Explain it to me.
Just take these loose off again.
Okay. You're not going to take a swing at us, are you? Okay. No. I don't think it's anybody's fault necessarily. Things go awry in life.
If it wasn't so early during the daytime, I'd let you smoke right now. But we can't do that in the building with
We'd have to take you downstairs.
the bosses.
The boss is we smoke in the building.
You tell us what's going on.
You tell us what's going on, Dave, so we know you're not a heartless bastard, and I promise you can smoke all you want, alright?
Not all you want. Not all you want.
Well,
We've got the reasonable expectations.
get it off your chest, Dave. You feel better.
You guys feel a little bit better already, just knowing that you're going to make that decision.
I didn't mean to do it. I didn't mean for it to end up like that.
No, it's not a very...
I didn't. I'm not a vicious person like that.
It's not a very respectful way for a person to end
I
up.
know it's not. I got scared, man. I'm really scared. Just... Oh, God, man.
I understand being scared, no doubt about that. So what was it, Dave? An argument or something, or what?
She called the police on me for no reason. I mean, really no reason at all. I just snapped, man. Snap.
What was the argument over?
Because we had argued the day before, and I had left just to try and keep the peace. She just kept accusing me of cheating on her, and I wasn't doing it. So she just...
The day before, and then the day she called the cops on you?
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
I don't even know what the argument was even about. I don't even know what it was about. I didn't mean to do this to her. I didn't, man. I love driving.
I believe that. 16 years is a long time. Why did you just...
God, man.
You just got scared, that's why you put her in the fire pit?
I dug it out. I didn't burn her up.
What happened, Dave? What happened between you and Robin?
She just kept yelling at me, get in my face, and I hit her. She had...
Where were you guys at?
It was upstairs.
In the bedroom or in the hallway right there?
In the bedroom.
And you said you hit her?
Yeah.
Did you hit her with your fist or was it something else?
She had just like half an axe handle or something beside the bed. She had it there for a long time, just thinking to protect herself. I don't know, just snapped. I don't know why.
So you struck her with a half an axe handle?
Yeah, I don't even know how many times.
Okay. After you struck her,
I choked her.
Choked.
It was over within 2 minutes.
did you use something to choke her or did you use your hands?
It's a piece of... I got so scared I knew she was gone. I got a piece of rope. Stick on it and try to make sure she was dead.
In front of investigators, David repeatedly stated that he didn't mean to and didn't want things to end this way. His explanation of his intentions, rather than his denial, shows that David admitted to causing Martha's death. David admitted to disposing of the body. He said he buried Martha's body, then burned the rest, trying to erase what had happened.
I took her out back and I dug it out. I don't know, a couple feet. I threw her down in there and covered her back up.
Did you do anything to Robin before you put her in there?
As far as what?
I mean, did you put her in anything? Was she dressed?
She had her night clothes on. I think I used the blanket that was there. I didn't mean to do it. I didn't plan on doing it. She woke me up out of my sleep. Said the police are on their way. I run out of the house and they came. I hid in the backyard behind the fences until they left. I went back in. I'm like, why you gotta keep doing this to me? Why you gotta keep trying to get me in trouble? And I just slipped out.
Because she was pushing your buttons. Pushing your buttons.
It's
pushing your buttons.
It wasn't just a bad day. It's been ongoing.
Well, eventually the levee breaks, right?
Eventually the levee breaks.
I broke it. And I knew it was wrong what I did where I put her.
Yeah?
I was so scared, man. I didn't know what to do.
I can see that.
Have you talked? Be afraid of the people that are good liars.
am I going to be charged with?
Well, that's the question for.
We have to go talk to a lawyer about that.
I didn't plan on this to happen. I
Spur
tried
of
to
the
work it
moment.
out so bad with her. I really did, man.
Spur of the moment.
Well, all the time she called the police on me.
There's a lot of calls to the police.
Nothing was ever proven. I never put a scratch on her till that night. I swear to God, dude.
I believe you.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
And half the times I wasn't even there when she called.
What were you thinking when this was going on?
How much trouble it would be.
Well, I mean, when you had to hit her, what were you thinking?
I don't know. I don't even know. I don't even remember grabbing the thing and hitting her the first couple times.
You said did you have to make something to wrap around her, or was it already?
Make sure I wasn't sure if she was dead. When I come back upstairs with that thing, I was creeped out. I just wanted to make sure she wasn't suffering no more. She was dead. Because I knew it was probably too late then. I just wanted to make sure she wasn't suffering.
I know it is. I can't think what it's called. It's a piece of rope. You put a stick on it and you use the stick to tighten it, right, Dave?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like a tourniquet, I guess, but kind of reverse.
I don't know what you call it. I mean, I went outside.
I was just asking if you had to make it, or was it something that you just found?
I went outside and I made it.
You use like a stick and
sheet, pillowcase.
You use like a stick and rope, or to make.
I mean, everything was up in the bedroom except for that piece of rope.
Okay, so you had to make something to wrap around her neck to make sure she was dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
And sheet and pillowcase because you don't want to look at her, which I can understand.
It's not good, better to look at her face.
Did you tie her? Did you tie the whole package up with anything or something so she would stay inside of the blanket?
I think I tried to. I was so panicked. Sure. I mean, I don't remember. I might have. I don't remember.
Okay.
I possibly did.
Okay.
Oh my God, man.
Anything else you want to tell us, Dave, right now? About anything?
No.
I think you feel better. I think you'll feel better. I think you feel better right now.
Probably sounds bad, but I mean, what happened with my dog?
Your buddy still got your dog.
You're supposed to. You should still have one.
I love my dog, man. I don't feel bad. Don't see it. It doesn't sound strange to me. I love my dog as much as I love my children.
So I had my dog before I had my children.
Right. Well, Dave, we're gonna put those handcuffs back on you and put you over to the other side of the room, and then.
Well, we'll run them downstairs.
I mean, if you want to, that's fine.
Have a puff down there in the basement. Then we'll bring him back up, put him in the room, and have.
I gotta call CT and tell him what we're doing.
Let me go check. If you want, maybe put them in the cuffs. I'll go check the desk and see if we got one available.
Well,
lighter, and we'll run them downstairs to the basement. I'll run them down there. I'll have somebody grab them.
Yeah. No, Service has them.
Yeah.
I didn't think you were. I didn't really think you were going to take a swing at me. I just had to ask you.
Crazier things happen.
Crazier things have happened.
Crazier things did happen.
Yeah. I think you feel better, though. I really do.
Let me go grab you a cigarette. I'll grab you two.
Serval's just on his desk.
Yeah, that's why I know he's been kind of low. So
all right.
God, man. Everybody thinks I'm horrible.
I think a better man.
I'm a horrible person, man.
A better man comes off the truth, Dave. A better man comes off the truth about what happened.
God, man.
You know,
I didn't mean to do it.
I believe that. Don't fall down. I believe that. I believe that 100%.
I don't even care no more.
Well, you still got to care about yourself.
I'm pretty sure I already have liver cancer. Who told me?
Who told us?
I have cysts on my liver. I still went back to get it checked after my last hernia surgery.
Well, check it out.
want to.
There's always another day. There's always a second chance in life, Dave. There's always another Dave. I firmly believe that.
I don't deserve work.
No, that's not true. That's not true. It's the heat of the moment, man.
You want to make a phone call? Whitmar will head down there with me.
Okay.
Do whatever we got to do.
Yeah.
Come on, dude. We're gonna go. We're gonna go have a cigarette.
Following his shocking confession, David Callahan was charged with murder, destruction of evidence, desecration of a corpse, and domestic violence. In May 2019, he pleaded guilty to all charges and was sentenced to life imprisonment, eligible for parole after 18 years. The Summit County prosecutor asserted that David inflicted irreparable pain by murdering Martha Freitag, burying her body, and burning all her belongings to cover his tracks. At the memorial service, the family released balloons to bid farewell to Martha, remembered as kind and always willing to give, as her cousin Stephen Bonnet described her.